The Iranian Navy is unlike most naval forces in the world. Instead of relying on large aircraft carriers or massive destroyers, Iran has built a fleet designed for a very specific environment: the narrow waters of the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz. For decades, Iranian naval doctrine has focused on asymmetric warfare. Rather than matching larger navies ship for ship, Iran developed a mix of submarines, missile boats, fast attack craft, and a small number of larger surface combatants. Many of these vessels were originally built abroad before the 1979 Iranian Revolution, while others were designed and constructed domestically as Iran attempted to develop its own shipbuilding industry. Alvand-class frigates, Vosper Mark V. The Alvand-class frigates are among the oldest major warships still serving in the Iranian Navy. Originally ordered by Iran in the late 1960s during the rule of the Shah, the ships were built in the United Kingdom by Vosper Thornycroft. 4 vessels entered service between 1971 and 1972. At the time, they were some of the most modern warships in the Persian Gulf. The ships displaced roughly 1,500 tons and were originally armed with British Sea Killer anti-ship missiles, naval guns, and torpedoes. After the 1979 revolution and decades of sanctions, Iran began upgrading the ships domestically. Today, they carry Iranian Noor anti-ship missiles, modern radar systems, and new electronics. Despite their age, the Alvand-class frigates remain an important part of Iran's blue water naval capability. Bayandor-class corvettes. The Bayandor-class corvettes are among the oldest ships ever operated by Iran. These vessels were originally built in the United States in the 1960s and transferred to Iran under a military assistance program. Only 2 ships of the class were delivered. During the Iran-Iraq War in the 1980s, these ships saw combat operations in the Persian Gulf. One of the vessels, IRIS Bayandor, was eventually lost in 1988 during Operation Praying Mantis, a major naval battle between the United States and Iran. The remaining ship continued serving for decades and underwent several upgrades. Although small by modern standards, the Bayandor-class played an important role during the early development of Iran's modern navy. Moudge-class frigates. The Moudge-class frigates represent Iran's first serious attempt to build large modern warships domestically. The lead ship, Jamaran, entered service in 2010. Although often described by Iranian officials as destroyers, their size and displacement place them closer to light frigates. The ships displace roughly 1,500 tons and are equipped with anti-ship missiles, naval guns, torpedoes, and surface-to-air missiles. They also feature a helicopter deck capable of operating naval helicopters. The design is heavily influenced by the older Alvand-class ships, but incorporates locally developed radar and weapons systems. Several vessels of the class have been launched in recent years, as Iran continues expanding its domestic shipbuilding capability. Sina-class missile boats. The Sina-class missile boats are fast attack craft that form an important part of Iran's coastal defense strategy. These vessels are based on the French Combatanti II missile boat design, which Iran originally purchased before the 1979 revolution. However, the newer Sina-class ships are built domestically in Iranian shipyards. They are equipped with Noor anti-ship missiles, a naval gun, and air defense systems. With a top speed of around 36 knots, these vessels are designed for rapid attacks against larger ships. Their relatively small size and high speed make them difficult targets for larger warships. Cayman-class missile boats. The Cayman-class missile boats are closely related to the Sina-class. These ships were originally built in France during the 1970s. At the time, they were among the most advanced missile boats in the region. During the Iran-Iraq War, Cayman-class vessels played a key role in defending Iranian oil shipping routes. One of the most famous ships of the class, Pycon, was lost in combat with the Iraqi forces in 1980. Today, the remaining vessels have been modernized with Iranian missile systems and updated electronics. Hudong-class missile boats. The Hudong-class missile boats were purchased from China in the 1990s. These ships are a fast attack craft designed for coastal defense operations. Each vessel carries C-802 anti-ship missiles, which are capable of striking targets over 100 kilometers away. This gives even relatively small ships the ability to threaten much larger warships. The addition of the Hudong-class significantly increased Iran's missile strike capability in the Persian Gulf. Paykop-class missile boats. The Paykop-class missile boats represent Iran's focus on swarm tactics. These vessels are extremely small but heavily armed. Many variants carry anti-ship missiles despite their tiny size. The strategy behind these ships is simple. Instead of relying on a few large ships, Iran can deploy dozens of small missile boats simultaneously. If enough of them attack together, even powerful naval forces could be overwhelmed. This concept has become one of the core elements of Iran's naval strategy. Zulfaghar-class fast attack craft. The Zulfaghar class represents a newer generation of Iranian fast attack craft. These vessels are designed for high-speed operations and missile strikes. They are equipped with anti-ship missiles and heavy machine guns. Because of their speed and maneuverability, they are well suited for the narrow waters of the Persian Gulf. Iran has invested heavily in building large numbers of these small combat vessels. Shahid Soleimani-class missile ships. One of the most unusual warships in the Iranian fleet is the Shahid Soleimani-class. These ships use a catamaran hull design, which improves stability and speed. The vessels are heavily armed with anti-ship missiles, air defense systems, and naval guns. They also feature stealth-influenced shaping intended to reduce radar visibility. These ships represent one of the most advanced surface combatant designs ever built in Iran. Ghadir-class submarines. The Ghadir-class submarines are small coastal submarines designed specifically for operations in shallow waters. More than 20 of these mini-submarines are believed to have been built. They are capable of launching torpedoes and laying naval mines. Because the Persian Gulf is relatively shallow, large submarines have difficulty operating there. The small size of the Ghadir class makes them well suited to this environment. Fateh-class submarines. The Fateh-class submarines represent a significant step forward for Iran's submarine program. These vessels displace around 600 tons and are larger than the Ghadir-class mini-submarines. They are equipped with torpedo tubes and modern sonar systems. The first submarine of the class entered service in 2019. Iran has indicated that additional vessels may be built in the future. Kilo-class submarines. Among the most powerful ships in the Iranian Navy are the Kilo-class submarines. These diesel-electric submarines were purchased from Russia in the early 1990s. Each vessel displaces over 3,000 tons when submerged. They are armed with heavy torpedoes and capable of launching anti-ship missiles. Because of their quiet design, Kilo-class submarines are often referred to as black holes by naval analysts. They remain the most capable underwater assets in Iran's fleet. La Combattante, 2 Kaman-class missile boats. The Kaman-class missile boats were among the most modern naval vessels operated by Iran during the 1970s. Built in France and delivered before the 1979 revolution, these ships were part of Iran's effort to modernize its navy under the Shah. The vessels were based on the well-known La Combattante II design, a class of fast missile boats used by several navies around the world. Each ship was equipped with anti-ship missiles, naval guns, and advanced radar systems for their time. During the Iran-Iraq War, these missile boats were heavily involved in combat operations in the Persian Gulf. One of the most famous ships of the class, Pai-Khan, played a key role during Operation Morvarid in 1980, when Iranian naval forces destroyed much of Iraq's offshore radar infrastructure. Although several ships were lost in combat, the remaining vessels were modernized with Iranian Noor anti-ship missiles and upgraded electronics. Hindijan-class patrol vessels. The Hindijan-class patrol vessels are small coastal patrol ships used by the Iranian Navy. These vessels were originally built in the Netherlands during the late 1960s. Despite their relatively small size, they were designed for long-endurance patrol missions. The ships are typically armed with light naval guns and machine guns, making them suitable for maritime security operations rather than major naval combat. Over the years, Iran has upgraded many of these vessels with modern navigation systems and sensors. Even though they are older ships, they still play a role in patrolling Iran's territorial waters. Delvar-class patrol boats. The Delvar-class patrol boats represent Iran's effort to expand its domestically built naval vessels. These ships were designed and constructed in Iranian shipyards to perform coastal patrol duties. The vessels are relatively small but capable of operating in the shallow waters of the Persian Gulf. They are typically armed with naval guns and heavy machine guns. Although not heavily armed compared to missile boats, the Delvar class contributes to maritime security operations and coastal defense. Nahang-class submarine. The Nahang-class submarine is one of the more mysterious vessels in the Iranian Navy. Very little official information has been released about the design. The submarine is believed to be a coastal vessel intended for special operations and reconnaissance missions. Some analysts believe the Nahang class may be capable of deploying naval commandos or unmanned underwater vehicles. The submarine's exact specifications remain largely unknown, making it one of the more secretive elements of Iran's naval forces. Basat-class submarine, future program Iran, has also announced plans to develop a larger indigenous submarine known as the Basat class. This submarine is expected to be significantly larger than the Fateh class and could displace more than 1,200 tons. If completed, the Basat class would represent the most advanced submarine ever built in Iran. The vessel is expected to feature modern sonar systems, improved endurance, and the ability to launch advanced torpedoes and possibly cruise missiles. Although the project is still under development, it demonstrates Iran's long-term ambition to expand its submarine fleet. Shahid Nazeri-class catamaran. Another unusual vessel in Iran's fleet is the Shahid Nazeri. Unlike most warships, it uses a catamaran hull design, which provides greater stability and speed. The ship is believed to be capable of speeds exceeding 28 knots. Rather than serving as a traditional combat vessel, the Shahid Nazeri is primarily used as a high-speed support ship for the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy. It can transport troops, equipment, and fast attack boats. This makes it a useful platform for rapid deployment operations in the Persian Gulf. The Iranian Navy may not operate aircraft carriers or massive destroyers, but its fleet is designed for a very specific mission: defending Iran's coastline and controlling access to the Persian Gulf. Through a combination of submarines, missile boats, and fast attack craft, Iran has created a naval force focused on asymmetric warfare. While many of its ships are small compared to those of major naval powers, their weapons, especially anti-ship missiles, can still pose a serious threat. As Iran continues expanding its domestic shipbuilding programs, new vessels are likely to appear in the coming years. And the evolution of the Iranian Navy is far from over.